a $12,000 a month deal closed effortlessly, right? No pressure, no pitching, just one simple shift that made the sell inevitable.
This is where most people quit. It's not talent. It's obsession.
Without pitching at all. You understand what I'm saying? And guys, in this video, I'm breaking down the exact lesson that made that deal possible, right? A lesson that's helped my closers within my current company close more deals, stack more revenue, and most importantly, generate massive goodwill in the process with our customers, right? And it all came down to one simple spiritual law, man. It was the law of reciprocation, right? Which for me is the most powerful sales hack that you can have, right? I'm a firm believer, guys, that there's a universal law when it comes to sales, right? And most importantly, in life. And that law is give, 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 and eventually you'll get. And guys, I used to think this was so fucking bullshit, bro. I remember when Hormozy first came out, bro, he was just talking about give everything away for free and you'll get a lot more. I really didn't understand that until a couple months before this deal happened. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, guys, you know, this isn't some feel-good theory. This is human psychology at work, right? The easiest way to make somebody buy is to make them feel like they have to, not because you pressure them. You understand what I'm saying? But mainly because they feel like they owe you their business, right? Guys, how many times, let's say there's a double door situation, right? How many times, and it happens a lot of times here in New York, but how many times you go through one door and you let somebody in, right? And then there's another door and they're already there. What are they going to do? Open the fucking door. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you need a process in your sales that makes people feel like they owe you their business. You understand what I'm saying? And this is the real science behind, you know, reciprocation. And this is why it really works every single time, is because, guys, us as humans, we're wired and we're reciprocal in nature. You understand what I'm saying? This is why I say that 99% of the time when you open the door for somebody, they feel almost obligated to open the other door for you. Why? Because reciprocity is wired into us, right? To give back is wired into us, right? It's a human mechanism that it is that we have. And guys, when you give something valuable without expectation, people feel obligated to give back. And in business, this means that when you stack goodwill up front, right, closing becomes effortless. Guys, when you stack so much goodwill. Guys, the other day I was in GNC. I only went there for one pre-workout, and I ended up a $25 sell ended up being $70 by the time I left out. Why? Because they built so much goodwill that I felt obligated to get the yearly subscription, bro. You know what I'm saying? They said 50% off here, 25% off here. You get a free protein shake. You get a couple gummies. You get this and that and this and that. $70. I was like, yeah, let's make it happen. You understand what I'm saying? Because in business, this means, again, when you stack up so much goodwill up front, closing becomes effortless. They don't feel like they're being sold. They feel like they're returning you the favor. You understand what I'm saying? I really need for you guys to, you know, for this to be a light bulb in your head, and you're ready to launch, and you're ready to you know, start giving a lot more value up front, so that way when it's time to fucking close, you close with no remorse, right? And again, you know, that's how you close deals without pitching, right? You know, and like I said, you know, how I use this process to close a $12,000 a month contract, I'll break it down for you guys. This was the exact sales process that made this happen, right? When we had our cleaning business, I-90 Shine, you know, we didn't just offer the best price, right? We built so much goodwill up front that our closing rate was over 80%, and 80% of the people felt like they had no choice but to buy from us, right? And here's really the step-by-step framework of what it is that we use, right? Is that the moment that they called, we answered on the first couple of dials, right? No waiting, no delays. We had AI answering immediately. First and foremost, we framed the call, right? Hey, we're here and we're here to make a decision, right? So we framed the entire thing, and then we went through a discovery process, right? We mirrored their energy. Every time they said something, we mirrored it right back. We matched their tone, and we were building real connections, right? We were asking deep questions. We were qualifying them through this deep questioning process, right? Going beyond surface level to really uncover their biggest fucking needs that they needed at that time, right? But another thing that it is that we did within that business, right, is that we had hyper personalized pricing, right? So we only charged for exactly what they wanted, and it was cheaper than the best in town, but still maintaining high margins for us. Is that we let them know that, hey, it really only costs this much to get this done, right? And look at what this company is charging, right? So again, yeah, everything was on their schedule, and we were really making their life easier, not harder, throughout the call, right? And the last thing that we also did within is that there was no charge until after the job is done. So we removed all of the risks, right? So look at this process here. They called us and we immediately called, which is extremely rare when it comes to home service business, right? A lot of them are outdated, so they didn't even pick a fucking phone call. So it was easy to go inside of the market and dominate. We had AI picking up phone calls for us and then immediately transferring it over to us. We went through a process where we discovered deeply what it is that they needed, and then we hyper personalized the process by saying, okay, so you need this and that. We're not going to charge you for this. We're only going to do this. And we turned it into an us versus them scenario where everybody else is like, hey, this is what it really costs to get done what it is that you want. And I promise you, if you go to X and X company, they're going to charge you a premium when the really cost is this much, right? And it was always, $200 more, $300, $400 more. What it actually costs, but other people, we made it into a us versus them. You know what I'm saying? We kept everything on their schedule, and again, we removed all of the risks. We said, hey, we don't even charge this 12 bands until after the job is done, right? So by the time we talked price, they were already sold. They were already like, this guy knows exactly what they want. I see how they're better than everybody else. They're cheaper, but yet their quality is extremely high. You know what I'm saying? And they personalize the entire process for me, and I don't even have to pay shit until after the job is done. What more do I want? Right? Guys, we didn't sell. We just gave until the sell was inevitable. So the question is now, how do you apply this into your business, right? How do you apply this into any business, whether it's a high ticket business, a low ticket business, doesn't matter. This sales process isn't just for cleaning businesses, right? It works for any business. And the key, again, is to build goodwill before you pitch them anything. It's to build goodwill before the close, right? And the first step when it comes to this is you have to audit your lead generation process, right? First and foremost, we talk about all the time, right? But do you have an offer that's explainable in one sentence, right? Is your offer dialed in to where you can explain it in one sentence, 30 seconds, right? Less than 30 seconds, right? Do you have a brand presence, right? Do you have, high Google reviews? You understand what I'm saying? Are you using the right acquisition channels where your customers are, right? Do you have some content that pre-sells people before they even get to you? And honestly, guys, as a home service business, I'm gonna keep it real. All you really need is just before and after pictures that's active on Facebook, hella reviews on Google, and you're good to go. Right? Before and after pictures in your and then most importantly, run some ads, right? Run some ads with this offer, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, IG, and Google, it doesn't matter. And then you want to audit your lead conversion process, right? Are you answering the phone call the moment that they call you, right? Is the first human contact with them, are your closers going through a process that helps this customer see that you fuck with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they bonding, right? On this phone call? Of course it's business, but the goal isn't to get their money. The goal is for them to choose you always. Guys, I go to the same barber every time. I go to the same Chinese store every time. I don't switch my Chinese stores. right? It is what it is. Like, the goal isn't to get these people's money. Yes, you're looking to get the fucking sell, but you also want to get this repeat sell. So that repeat sell happens the moment that they contact you. You understand what I'm saying? So, is the first human contact setting the stage? And most importantly, when the closer is on there, there's no half measures, bro. You either sell hard or you don't sell at all. The key takeaway from all of this is that by the time you get to the pitch, they should already want to buy, right? So for me, the golden rule when it comes to, selling things, right, is either sell or don't sell, right? Never be in between. You should have so much confidence in your offer. You should have so much confidence in your sales process, right? You should have so much confidence in the fact that your offer and your content and your ads are running straight into sales calls, to where you're so excited to close because you know that you offered so much fucking goodwill up front. You understand what I'm saying? So again, sell hard or don't sell at all. When you're on the call, yeah, you're looking for the fucking sell, right? So sell hard, knowing that you stack so much goodwill, right? Because I believe that the biggest mistake that most entrepreneurs make is not knowing when to ask for the sell. The perfect time to close is the moment where you aligned all of their problems with your solutions, right? The moment that from that discovery, you position your solution as the best and discarded everybody fucking else, right? Because at that point, you're not selling, you're just making it official that you're the best solution for them, right? And guys, I'm going to keep it real. If you look at your mom and pop burger shop compared to Chick-fil-A, compared to McDonald's, compared to Shake Shack, right? Do you know why companies like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A dominate the fucking market? It's not because it's better quality. I know some delis that sell better fucking burgers than McDonald's, right? But why do I go to Chick-fil-A, Shake Shack, you know what I'm saying, over them? It's because of goodwill, bro. Right? It's not just branding or the advertisement dollars, bro. It's how they make people feel, right? McDonald's, Chick-fil-A have 10 times more repeat customers than local burger spots. Why? Because they reward their customers, bro. Loyalty programs, bonus points, free meals. The easiest way to keep people coming back, give them free value. Right now in your business, you have the opportunity to do the same. Guys, how many times have you, like, for example, there's an email right now, a text message right now from Domino's, a notification saying, hey, 50% off on your next carryout. I'm doing that. I'm running that most likely tonight. Because of the goodwill. How many times, if you're a member of Chick-fil-A Rewards or Chipotle Rewards, do you say, oh, I have a free guacamole today, or I have free fries every single Friday at McDonald's? Is your local shop, is your current business doing that for your customers? Absolutely not. And this is why larger companies have more money, because they're willing to give away. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, guys, look, I wanted to keep this, short. Again, right now within your business, guys, if you build goodwill before you ask for the closing is effortless, bro. Give, and watch how fast money comes back to you, right? For me, the ultimate sales strategy is very simple. Give more value than anybody else and watch your bank account grow. If you have to pitch like you fucking mean it, right? Don't hesitate, go all in. But I promise you, bro, if you execute this right, you will never need to pitch again. You understand what I'm saying? The sell will happen on its own. Like, for example, guys, if you were to look to work with me, my pitch is simple. You work with me, you get a fully automated company. That's what you're buying, right? Listen, I invest in you to fully automate your company. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you're buying in with me, right? It's not no fucking marketing agency. It's not no. You come on this side, you get a fully automated business immediately. That's what you're getting. You're getting a business in a box, ready to rock and roll, right? So again, guys, the best closers that I've seen don't sell. They just give until the sell becomes inevitable. You understand what I'm saying? So again, guys, build massive goodwill before pitching and align your offer with their needs so perfectly that the buying feels automatically. You go through such a deep dive within their problems, and then you position your business as the best solution, right? So you give until they feel like they have to return the fucking favor. And that's how you sell anything. All right. So guys, DM me the word sales machine if you want to start closing without pressure. You know what I'm saying? If you want to automate your company, take your shit to the next level. But most importantly, if you want to, you know, stop thinking, stop guessing, and just have a fully automated company right there and there waiting for you, right? DM me the word sales machine, right? And I'll send you something that would change your fucking life forever, right? So again, DM me on IG, @_control the outcome, and watch the next video. I'll see you at the top, bro. Let's build some fucking machines, not businesses.